This is one of the most satisfying jobs in our whole renovation. So the people that lived in our house before us, as I've said in previous videos, were smokers. So there's a lot of smoke damage, but these tiles and the kitchen, we don't actually want to replace just yet. We're not sure if we're going to wrap the kitchen or get a whole new kitchen. We're just kind of taking it day by day. But so we would just want to do things that kind of just keep it fresh, because the kitchen is quite good and it doesn't look like it's that old. So we just want to keep the kitchen as fresh as possible, get the sitting room done and the hallway kind of by November. So then we have a whole downstairs, and then we still have the outhouse and the upstairs to do. But the goal is to have the whole house finished by the time of our wedding in May 27. So this job I was really putting off for a couple of weeks because it absolutely sucks. But it's quite satisfying to do, like scraping off all the grout. So this is on one of the back walls, so the sun shines on this one and you can see it. And I'm not sure if we're going to add more grout because I didn't scrape it all out completely. But you can see here how much better it looks versus that corner wall you can see to the right. But it's a really hard job on your wrist, and there's some points that it's really easy to do because I'm right-handed. I can't do anything with my left hand. But if you're right-handed, there's like certain walls that are easier, and other ones like the back wall, I kind of had to keep my wrist pretty flat. Again, this took a couple of hours to do because whenever you think you're finished scraping, you stand back and then you look and you realize it's still yellow or it's still orange and you need to take off another layer, or there's certain bits that are kind of stuck in the tile a little. So you can see like doing this bit was quite hard. But it looks really good in the end, and I have tried a few different methods, and I can confirm that scraping out the grout is the only option if it's this dirty. Now I think if you have like fresh grout and then you just kind of I blunted out this Stanley knife. They just looked at it and laughed. It's actually just so rounded now. I just kept using it as I'm just going to use it as a blunt knife. But I think you'd like the grout pen. I've also tried that on one of the walls, which I'll do another video on, and that was just, I don't know how people use the grout pens. They're really shocking and really annoying to use. The one I got was a pretty cheap one. It was only like $150, so maybe that's it. So if anyone knows any good grout pens, let me know. But the problem with the grout pens is if it's not all exactly the same color, the white goes on funny. You know, it's like if you have like one yellow tooth and then you put teeth whitening strips and that tooth never shows up as white as the other teeth. It's kind of like that. So you kind of need all the grout to be the same amount of yellow, the same amount of orange, the same amount of like scraped, because otherwise the white from the grout pen shines up, and I hope that makes sense. But you can see here like the difference as I'm scraping. It's so satisfying. But you know what, it's actually watching back this video that makes me go, it worked, because sometimes I like look at the grout now and I'm like, I don't think it's white enough. And when you're in the moment of doing it, you don't notice it as much until you look back, and I'm like, I did that. It's not even the messiest job either. It's just like a bit time consuming, so I just turn on some Netflix. I was watching The Perfect Match, and holy hell, how do people go on reality TV? I just really don't think I could. It was just making me laugh and cringe, and just like, I think if I was saying that stuff on telly, I just wouldn't have the balls. Like I just admire the girls that go on there, like just so confident. I could never. So this is the first wall done, and then going on to this wall. And at this point, I thought the scraper might have been going a little blunt, that I did that, but then I realised when Lewis, because I rang him, said, I think I've made it blunt, you need to bring home another one. He brought home a second one that practically looked the same. So then on the wall in front of the cooker, which I think obviously has like cooker stains as well, I decided to bleach that, because at this point I was like 2 or 3 hours in and just like, nah, I'm not doing it. Like, I can't be bothered. No, I'm not scraping. So I went in, I just left bleach on it. I'm not sure in this video, I don't show in this video, but I will do another video in the update of this. Spoiler alert, it half worked. So I just left the bleach on practically 24 hours, changing everyone's